Doug and Emma's early chapter together was straight from a storybook, full of happiness and excitement. They looked forward to next dates and new experiences. At work, they watched the clock count down to evening sails on the lake, weekend road trips, and escapades to Cancun. It wasn't long till they exchanged vows on the Rockies and welcomed Sadie into their lives. But for the last few years, things haven't been the same. They haven't seen much eye to eye and have pushed each other to do things differently. Emma's felt put down when she tries to talk about issues, but Doug doesn't seem to listen. Doug's felt pushed to talk when he prefers time alone to process and decompress. The tension spilled over and has affected Sadie. Even old Roxy's not immune. Doug and Emma didn't know how to save their marriage. Then, they ran into their friends Steve and Nicole at a Veterans Day event. Between frames, Emma told Nicole why she and Doug hadn't been socializing much in a while. Nicole revealed to Emma that she and Steve went through similar problems after Steve's return from Iraq. Although things were exciting for a while, they found themselves arguing daily and feeling disconnected. Emma had no idea. She could totally relate. Nicole said she and Steve tried a new type of couples therapy called Integrative Behavioral Couples Therapy, or IBCT, that's based on years of research on how to improve relationships. Nicole said it saved their marriage. Feeling some hope, Emma did research to learn more. She liked that IBCT seemed different than other kinds of counseling. She told Doug about it, but he was reluctant at best. He didn't want someone telling him what to do. But after reading more about how IBCT was different, his interest grew. Like Emma, Doug liked that IBCT is not about rehashing problems or pushing people to change, but that it focuses on the root of relationship problems. It works by helping partners understand and become more accepting of each other's differences. It also improves how partners interact and strengthens the positive in relationships. IBCT is based on the Deep Understanding Framework, which helps explain why relationship problems occur. D stands for natural differences between partners. For example, in needs for intimacy, which can cause friction if not recognized. The first E stands for the emotional sensitivities each partner brings to the relationship. For example, one spouse may have felt ignored as a child, so they are sensitive to lack of attention from a partner, while the other may have felt controlled as a child, so independence is very important to them. Understanding and uniting these styles is important for relationship success. The second E stands for external stress, which can trigger differences in emotional styles. This includes things like financial pressure, illness, and child rearing. And P stands for patterns of communication the couple uses to resolve problems brought on by differences or stress. For example, Emma wants to talk when upset, but Doug prefers to be alone and withdraws. This makes Emma approach more, and Doug retreat even more. In IBCT, a personalized deep profile is developed that helps explain the couple's relationship and guides treatment. This all made real sense to Doug and Emma. They realized how many of their problems were related to their differences, especially during times of high stress. They liked the idea of working with someone to better understand and accept their differences, while also learning skills to improve their interactions and bring the good back into their relationship. Hopefully then, the next chapter of their story would look more like the first. Learn more about IBCT and see how things turned out for Doug and Emma at Treatment Works for Vets.